name is McKay Baines, and I am giving a report on blockchain. So blockchain was created in 2008 by a group of people or a person under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. And blockchain is primarily known for being the underlying technology that has allowed Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to succeed. It is potentially being explored for use in other applications and markets as well, but currently this is its primary focus. And the reason that blockchain is so famous, or I guess revolutionary, is that it allows digital information to be distributed but not copied. As I mentioned before, there's a lot of different potential uses for blockchain, which we will get into later. But I want to go over what blockchain is and how it's used in Bitcoin first. So one way that we can think of blockchain is as a shared and continuously reconciled database. You can almost think of it as like a Google Docs for database. Traditionally, databases need to be, when they're updated, they can only be updated by one person at a time, and this updating is locked whenever someone's editing or updating a database. But with blockchain, where people are able to continuously view the database and update it all at the same time. There are a few benefits to storing information this way, primarily that there is no control by a single entity and there is no single point of failure. The computing power required to corrupt a blockchain is massive, and doing so would remove the value of any bitcoins associated with that. So essentially it's pointless to try to override a blockchain in such a way. So blockchains are made up through networks, and networks are obviously comprised of nodes. And a node is a computer connected to the blockchain network using a client that performs the task of validating and relaying transactions. Each computer, or each node, gets a copy of the blockchain, which is then downloaded automatically upon joining the blockchain network. Each node is an administrator of the blockchain and joins voluntarily, and these nodes are what perform the calculations or computations that mine bitcoins. I'm sure you've heard the term Bitcoin mining, and this is what is being referred to. So on the left here, we can see traditional networks, centralized and decentralized. This could be like, for example, a bank, and this could be, maybe more like a traditional internet framework. On the right, we have distributed ledgers, or kind of the blockchain framework. As you can see, each one of these nodes has a connection to the other nodes. And each one has a full copy of the ledger and participates in confirming every transaction independently. So now we're going to take a little more of an in-depth look on how blockchain is used in the Bitcoin process. So here you can see Alice has made a transaction to Bob, has paid him through Bitcoin. And these transactions are compiled into what we call a page of the ledger. And these are all added up. And these nodes right here take these transactions and hash them. And in like a tree-like structure, we'll hash these transactions and then take those hashes and combine them together. And then these hashes are then combined with the previous hash in the chain of blocks, so in the blockchain. As you can see here, this hash is then combined with the previous hash to create a new hash, and this string of hashes continues all the way back to when the network was created, which ensures that a continuous level of safety and authentication is provided in the blockchain. So, having briefly gone over how blockchain is used in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, I want to explain some of the other benefits that it brings to other industries and other ways that it can be used. One of the most interesting ways, at least I guess one of the more interesting benefits of using blockchain, is that it decreases transaction costs for all businesses and all networking costs as well. Since each transaction is independently verified by every member of this network, there's no need for banks and other businesses to maintain kind of a central ledger or spend money and resources ensuring that these transactions are verified correctly, like they currently are with credit scores and banking ledgers. Furthermore, It will allow for greater data security, meaning that if we use blockchain to verify certain transactions, people won't need to, for example, use their social security number or their address or their birthday to verify that they are who they say they are, decreasing the chance that this information is placed in the hands of people who would use it to commit fraud. Some of the other more interesting industries, primarily obviously is finance, central banks, money transfer. All these industries are industries that could be greatly affected by Bitcoin for obvious reasons. Having a new decentralized currency that doesn't rely on a central bank or any kind of backing is a very interesting concept and one that's already shown to have a profound impact on the finance industry. It can also have an impact on smart contracts or ownership. Blockchain could be used to record details about physical products to help verify authenticity and prevent fraud and counterfeiting. It can also be used in the Internet of Things, robotics, and artificial intelligence industries. Imagine, for example, that some of your appliances could perhaps barter or acquire resources, or a self-driving car could verify and accept payment, or could offer payment to a highway to pay tolls as it went along the way. These are applications that are kind of in the future now, but are indeed possible with the power of blockchain. So, in summary, blockchain is a distributed, decentralized ledger that each node of the network independently verifies and takes part in each transaction. Using cryptographic hashing and this transparency of information, blockchains can be publicly verified and distributed without being copied or corrupted. And that's blockchain.